Tell me more.
Well, here's the thing about patience, my brother. You're gonna need some right now. Because this story goes back more than 60 years.
England is a place of change. Over the past decade, thousands upon thousands of immigrants have arrived in our country from overseas.
Lucille and I were like many others who had come from the islands during those years, looking to start a new life. We lived with Lucille's brother who came here long before us. He was so good to us. He helped us find work and made us feel right at home. Until we started studying the Bible, that is.
These people twist the Bible to say whatever they want.
Edwin, they are good people who just want to help. That's
I've
it.
warned you about these people before. They may seem good, but remember, what tastes sweet in the mouth can burn the belly.
Daddy always taught us to worship God. We worship him in spirit and in truth. You know that.
No.
This is the truth, Edwin.
No, it's their truth.
Edwin, there could only be one truth.
Stay away from them.
Why can't you just
Stay
see that, though?
away from them. You give this up, or you find somewhere else to live.
He said, and he began...
Rory helped us to see how Jehovah strengthened Elijah to face his enemies. Learning the truth meant we were cast out and had to find a new home. But Elijah learned to wait on Jehovah, and so did we.
Our district assemblies are near at hand. Provision has been made for baptism on the Saturday of the assembly.
Look, Lucy, some bread and a gift from Rory and Kate.
From that point on, we didn't let anything stop us from coming to know and love Jehovah.
What a special memory.
So we've just been watching the first installment in a series of dramatizations shown to Jehovah's Witnesses on the Sunday morning of their Exercise Patience 2023 convention. In fact, we're revisiting a character who was introduced to the convention audience on the Friday afternoon, Winston, the elderly Jehovah's Witness, who ends up giving words of wisdom to a younger elder about the need to wait patiently on Jehovah's organization to provide an AC unit for the Kingdom Hall. It now seems that Winston needs to have his backstory explained. All of this obviously being fictional. It's not apparently based on any real stories. But what they are doing is trying to dip into British history, essentially. They are depicting the Windrush generation arriving in Britain. There was actually quite a scandal about this recently in Britain, and about how the UK government was essentially failing the Windrush generation, wrongly detaining them, denying them basic rights. But the Windrush, the word Windrush, refers to the HMT Empire Windrush, which was a boat that first started bringing passengers from the Caribbean in 1948. And so this Windrush generation were essentially people from the Caribbean who emigrated to Britain and will have faced all sorts of challenges in doing so, and sadly continue to face challenges. And what the organization has decided to do is piggyback its message on top of what is actually quite a topical issue in Britain, for whatever reason. And they're making it all about, in this case, the opposition experienced by Jehovah's Witnesses who were part of that generation, who might have been staying with relatives who objected to them joining the Jehovah's Witness organization. That's the scenario we need to think about here. Lucille's brother, Lucille being Winston's wife, he is not happy that they are becoming Jehovah's Witnesses, and he withdraws his offer of hospitality so that they have to basically make their own way, which seems quite unkind, seems quite harsh. But again, this is a fictitious scenario. It's not like Jehovah's Witnesses don't have many real-life examples of persecution to draw from, which we repeatedly see appealed to whenever they're talking about Russia, whenever they're talking about various parts of the world where real Jehovah's Witnesses have faced persecution for their faith. I cannot help but find it a little bit disingenuous that despite all of these examples that they can readily draw from, they need to invent stories of persecution in order to help Jehovah's Witnesses feel persecuted.